Welcome back to Gorilla Man's Garage. We're in the basement today because, well, it's raining. It's been raining for 2-3 days. So anyway, when last we spoke, I mentioned I was going up north to help my daughter out, and I took all my drones up there with me, and I flew the same path within an hour. Everything was flown. It was really overcast, but I got a really good idea. So anybody that's interested in the budget lineup of 3-axis gimbal drones currently that are semi worth their salt are here, excluding the Autel Nano Plus. Okay, that was just a little too expensive for me, and it's right up there with the minis. Okay, so here we have on the bottom we have the original Mavic Mini, but it has the same camera as the Mini 2, the Mini SE, and the Mini 2 SE. Same camera. Okay. All these are capable of 2.7K, and that's what I shot in 2.7K and rendered them in Power Director. Okay, so we have the Mavic Mini original, the Mini 3 standard. On the bottom we have the Mavic, we have the Hubsan Mini, and we have the Hubsan Zino Mini SE. We have the Fimi X8SE 2022 Gray Edition, and we have the Fimi X8 Mini version 2. I always say Gray Edition because for some reason I think the gray, for whatever reason, is a little bit better than the white. I don't know why, don't ask me. Maybe they put together, I don't know. Okay, this has been supremely good for me. Okay, so we're talking 1/2-inch sensor, 1/2.5 stacked, 1/2.6, this one, 1/1.3, 1/1.3, and a 1/2.3, okay, for the Mavic Mini. So without going through the whole of how we flew and all this kind of stuff, a quick 30-second blurb, and then you can comment or you can continue. Then what I'll do is I'll run the file of what I did. So commentary throughout the hour or so. It's probably going to take about 15 minutes, but the commentary of what was happening through the screenshot, my comments, etc., for each individual one that I flew. Okay, then we'll come back. I'll do a little wrap-up conclusion and go from there. I'll divide it all up in the description below into different chapters, so if you want to skip right to the end, you know where to go to, and if you want to be bored out of your mind, you can keep on going and watch the whole video. Okay, so there you go. So let's get into that little short clip of everything, and then from there we'll dive into it a little bit deeper. Okay, we'll see you on the other side. Okay, so you just saw that short little clip of all 8, the 8 screen. It looks great on a big screen TV, and you can really easily pick out what you want. Okay, so we're going to talk about this later at the end, and just go to that chapter if you want to go there. Okay, but next up is going to be the full video, or they're only maybe a minute or two each. Okay, some commentary with the screenshots in the corner, and the true video, a little bit larger scale, a little bit longer, chat a little bit. Excuse for one of them, I don't know if it's the Mini 3 or not. One of them, there's some really loud banging, and that's the jackhammering in the basement because I'm standing right outside the patio door at the back. Sorry for that. And there's another one where the dogs are just screaming because there's school kids waiting for a school bus. They can see the dogs through the fence and the trees, and they're kind of not taunting them, but you know how kids are, right? So the dogs are just barking, and the dogs can't get out, so I'm not really going to worry about it too much. Okay, and they're not my dogs, so there you go. Okay, so let's get into this full length sections, and I'm going to chop this up again, and you can decide what you want to watch. They do flow, but you can decide what you want to watch, okay? And we'll see you at the end. Okay, up we go. Now the colors should be just the way we're facing. Let's see, let's get up there. What happened there? Okay, don't know what happened there. This is the Fimi. Okay. Okay, Fimi. Oh yeah, they're on the top there. So the telemetry's on the top. We're up about 30 meters or so. Now the horizon's pretty good. Okay. And we're going to look down a little bit, get more brightness there. Up to 41 meters, 42. Maybe we got a gust of wind in the beginning there. And that's what they look like. Some gorgeous, gorgeous. So we're going to go up, just up and down the same of all of them. We're not going to go flying around too much. We'll go up to 70 meters max. Okay. And we'll take a look, spin around to the right. Okay. And then spin around to the left. See that jerky ball in the bottom left there? Wasn't like that before. It is now. Look at those colors. They're just beautiful, aren't they? Just beautiful. Okay. And we can just head out that way. And we're going to go out. Gale force winds here. We're going to go out about, oh, let's say 100 meters. And then we're going to come back. So we right, left, 100 meters, and back again. Well, maybe 200. Okay, there we go. That's as far as I want to go. Some beautiful colors. And we're going to come back. There we go. And we're going to come back. And that'll be the test. And we'll come down, we'll put another one up. We'll try and get them all up 71.5. There it is. Okay, and we're back to, there we go, and down we come. Up we go. This is a 1.26 camera. We're going to go up to, what did we say, 71 meters? Originally, we're here, 45 or so, and we did a left and a right and a left. There's a right, it's 45 meters or 50 meters, and a left. And then we're going to head out over that way. We're going to go up to the 71. We have 12 satellites now, and no, on the screen even it looks really saturated. Oh, let's come down a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's go out. Full stick forward. We got some winds up there. We don't have heavy wind warning. We're up to 71 meters. Let's see if we got, there we go. Okay, we're gonna go out to the if we can go out to 200 meter mark, see what happens. I can see some of the breeziness here, but it handles wind pretty good. The one that doesn't handle the wind is the Mavic Mini that well, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. That's coming up next, I believe. And we're up to, oh, we're way beyond there. Let's come back. Okay, that's 250. Okay, let's come on back. Yeah. They just do not look right, not at all. So we're coming back, height is 71.3, we're 150 meters. And we're going to come back, and once we come back around here, we're going to go back out again. Okay, but we're going to change it this time. Okay, let's get it back to about 77, 40, 30, 17, somewhere like that. Okay, stop that video. And we're going to switch it to saturation at 128. There we go. Start the video and go out and see the difference. And these are all taken back to back within 5 or 10 minutes of each other. Okay, so there we go. It's fighting wind. Well, 8 meters per second is not too bad. Okay, 105. It's full stick forward, but almost full stick. So we're out there. Yeah, there's not much. I could have gone up on the EV value a little bit, or down a little bit, but there we go. And we're going to come back. Okay, I'm coming back, and then we're going to come down and land. So what's the next one up? The next one up will be probably the Mavic Mini. Let's get all the minis out of the way. Okay, there we go. 97, 88, 80, there we go, 62, 45, 36, 28, 20, 12, 7, there we go, and bring her down. Let's go up, and we're going to go up to the 44 mark, if we can. Okay, up 15, 16. Doesn't get blown all over the place. It shouldn't. No, the horizon's not that good on this one, is it? It's being blown a little bit. Yeah, strong winds. There we go. So we're going to go to the left, to the right. And to the left. Does not like the wind. Does not like the wind at all. I'm going to go this way, and this is about where we were, about there. Okay, let's see if we can go up. If it falls, it's going to fall in the backyard here. So let's just see what happens to it. It says strong winds, and yeah, it could be strong winds up there. I'm just going to see what happens to it. 75, no, we're 71, right? There we go. Over. We're going to go forward. See if we can go forward. 6. Yeah. So we can go that way pretty good. Don't want to go too fast. And it's gone away. And we're going to go to about the 200 mark, right? Or 210. There's people on the street and the dogs bark at them. So there we go. We're 150. It's done pretty good. So the winds were just around where we were. So I'm really impressed. That's pretty good. It's really good. And the horizon straightened out. So that's very good. Okay, so let's come back now. That's very good. I'm really impressed with it. Yeah, very good. Yeah, okay, yeah, I gotta face it. I know. It should go away pretty soon. There we go. There we go. I turned away from you. Oh, back to the winds again. So it's coming back at 6.5, 7. That's really good. And then we're coming back, we're 124, 110, 97. It should be just about over us here. 64. Pretty good. Didn't get blown around too much. It's almost right on the money. There we go. Down to 15, 12. There we go. And we'll come down. I will say, as a mark of convenience, this controller is very good. Okay, this and the X8SE controllers are very good. Let's bring that down a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so we go up to the 45. And that's 35, 45 or so. There we go. We're going to go right and left. A little bit to the right. And this is all auto. EV on auto, everything on auto. And we're flying them back to back to back to back. We're gonna go the other way. Oh, that's why they were barking. School bus time. I used to be a school bus driver a while back, till COVID hit. There we go. Okay, so do I have to go past that? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that's where I'm heading. Yep. Okay, let's go up to the 71.5, I think it is. 50, 60, 71.5. There we go. 72. There we go. And we'll head out. We want to go out about 5 or 6 if we can. There we're at 5, 6 meters per second. Yeah, something like that. Just so the videos are about the same length of time. But yeah, and with this one, it really doesn't matter which way you turn. Okay, because these are omnidirectional, I call them omnidirectional antennas. Okay, not like the Mavic Mini, which is, you've got to be pointing in the right direction. So we're at 160 meters. Yeah, so we should be a little bit over that way, a bit more. Okay, wasn't paying attention. 200, and we'll go a little bit farther and have a look at all this beauty out here. It's amazing, just amazing. Okay, and we'll come back. And come back. So we're just about the same. Okay, here we go. Should be heading right back to us, right at that level there. And yeah, the more you use this controller, the more you can see the value in it. And it's easy peasy to get up and running, turn it on, turn the drone on, go flying, away you go. You don't have any cables or phone or tablets to worry about. I hear it. Oh, it's way over there. I was way out. But anyway, let's get over here, buddy. Oh, flock of birds up there. And we'll come down. And we're just going to see what happens with this. So remember, we do 2 of them. This is HDR. So we're up to 17. There we go. And it's hard to see when it's up in the sky like that. The Hubsan ones, I like the telemetry on the bottom. 41, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're just going to do a right pan and a left. A little bit to the right. And a little bit to the left. And that orientation bubble on the bottom does absolutely nothing. Okay, now let's go up to 75, 71 meters. And I have no fear of this in this wind. Not at all. It's just going to be, yeah, you've got to be up to 70 meters before you lose that sound. There we go. Oh, I'm 75. Sorry, down. It's hard to see when these telemetry is in the clouds. 2, 1. There we go. Somewhere around there. Okay, we're going to go out. Now a couple 100 meters out that way. We'll go that way more. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're going to go out that way. We're out now 160, 97, 200. Goes out there pretty fast. 11 meters per second. It's really fast. Okay. And we'll just stop and we'll come back nice and slow. So that was HDR. Okay. So that's HDR, and we're coming back at 6, no, 4.1, 4.5 maybe. 6. Hard to say. There we are. Till we get back pretty close to where we took off from. Let's go to long video. Have a look at that. See what they all look like. And then we'll fly around with some of the other drones. Maybe I'll fly around with this one. We'll see what happens. Okay, we're 100 meters away, according to it. Well, there's the little... the bubble says we're about home. Yeah, and we'll come down. There we go. And we're going to just go out again, see if there's a difference. Does the HDR make a huge difference? We're going to go out about 6 or 7 meters per second. I can manipulate that way. And again, I can face you and I can talk and chat, and we'll have this in the bottom here. But the orientation's not that much with the controller. The only one I've had trouble with is the Mavic Mini. And ironically, the Mavic Mini has the shortest range. So we're out there at 200. Okay, and the forests up here go forever and ever, because you're above Barrie, you're above the, what I call the civilized world. And yeah, well, you're above all the traffic anyway. So up here, it's the start of cottage country and just wilderness. And it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful up here. Okay. Pretty flat in this region. You go east a little bit, it gets a little bit more hilly. And the golden triangle, or the golden horseshoe, kind of covers this on both sides. You can see in the distance there, the escarpment. Yeah, and how far are we? Got 200 and, oh, we got a long way to come back. 200, 190, 89. There we go. We're coming. Now you see the orientation bubble there? It in no way represents, but it is coming back. It should be just about now. There we go. Remember, we're 200. There's the puppies. Okay, let's get up. Well, I don't know what's going to happen up there. Let's see what happens. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's beautiful. There we are. Okay, get it up. Let's see what happens once we get over the tree line there. Okay. And we're going up to 32. We got to go up to 50 anyway. It's a really good camera if they could only get that horizon and this saturation thing figured out. We're going out here. Okay. We gotta go higher. 50. Look at that. Could be gorgeous. Okay, bring it down a little bit. There we go. Let's head out. We're just heading out a little bit. Got that going out there. It's struggling. It's struggling, I'll tell you. Okay. It's coming back, should be pretty good. So what we're going to do is stop that video. Well, not really. We're going to see if we can go in here. Saturation. Boom. We're going to come back. We're going to keep on coming. So that's the default setting. I'm going to come back and land it. I killed two birds with one stone there. And we're down to 57%. It's really windy up there though. So yeah, as you can see, there's no light. Bring it down more. There we go. We got light there. Okay, so that's the 128 saturation. I've lost it. Don't know where it is. Okay, there we are. Let's come home.
Return to home.
Oh, I hear that wind. Be careful. Easiest way to get it back. Here we go. Should be coming home about now.
High winds. Please fly
Current
with
environment
caution.
has strong wind. Yeah, come on down.
High winds. Please fly with caution.
There it is up there.
Cancel return.
I'll bring it down manually. That beep is the battery, I believe. Maybe. Strong winds. Gotta bring it down. I can see it. I can see it. There it comes. What do those colors look like? There we go. Phew, that was a long one. No argument there. Okay, it was a little bit of a long journey. It was a bit of a logistic nightmare getting it all done. Okay, take this out of the box, make sure I don't mix this up with that, making sure the batteries are charged for this and that. But we got it all done. So we flew all of them, okay, except for the Mavic Mini, the Hubsan Mini. Okay, I flew that the next day. Okay, because obviously that's a local shot, not the shot that was up there. The difference is when you saw that montage collection, whatever it was, the Hubsan Mini, the environment was completely different. Bright, sunny with puffy white clouds. It was a gorgeous day, but really bright, okay? Converse to the other day when I took the rest of them, it was very overcast, okay? So there you go. So now let's discuss what happened with it all, okay? When you look at the montage, you can really easily pick them out, okay? And I'll throw a picture up here, a slide up here of the whole thing. And you can see it left to right, right to left, whatever. The ones I picked out immediately were the DJI drones, okay? The top right and the bottom left, okay? Really good, true to life picture, color, everything else. The Fimi X8SE, really good as well. The Hubsan Mini, it looks really good, but the horizon tilt was way off and things were not that great with it, okay? The Fimi X8 Mini, way oversaturated, but it looked good on a full-size screen. What I found with this was it does better in very overcast conditions compared to sunny, bright blue sky days. It does do better that way. So I'm figuring that the worse the light is, and yet daylight, it's going to have a little bit better. It doesn't really like sunny, bright days. Whereas its big brother here loves the sunny light days. Okay, these are good in either or. The Hubsan, you've just got to play with that saturation because it's just not quite right. I think I found it. I think it's between 150 and 175. Okay, from all the other tests I've done, but they messed it up considerably from what it was before, just like the Fimi. They messed up this last update to that. And the Hubsan Mini, I'm using the Hubsan Zino Mini Pro PIDs, the gimbal PIDs for the Pro on this. Because if I use the ones that are recommended, that gimbal is wobbly and you get jello and all this kind of stuff. So maybe there's a tweak to the PIDs that Hubsan's going to come out with, but we don't know because Hubsan hasn't touched these mini drones for probably 8 months, so I haven't seen anything, okay? Maybe there's a new one coming right now, I don't know, okay? But from the day when these were flown, that's October the 5th, all the updates were done, whatever was new had been done, none of them had updates considerably. The last one was the X8 Mini version 2, okay, had the camera update, which I do not recommend whatsoever, okay? So there you go. Go back to the beginning if you want, watch that 30-second clip again, okay? Here they are. These are your basically budget drones, so you're talking 3 to 500, 3 to 600-ish. If you buy a kit, you're going to be upwards of $700, $800, $1,000, whatever, okay? But the standard is expensive, and the X8SE probably are the most expensive of what's here, okay? The other ones are in the 300 to 400 range, and the Mini, I don't think you can get the Mini anymore, but I would highly recommend the DJI Mini3. Okay, so you've got the N1 controller, got the 4K video, all that. But if you don't need the 4K video, but you want the N1 controller, go for the DJI Mini3 SE. Okay, there you go. Well then, that's a wrap for that. So that basically concludes all the complaints people had about, well, this is better than this is da-da-da-da. Now that I've got this test pattern, if you will, together, I can manipulate and I can judge and maybe come out with better videos for each individual one compared to what the other ones are. Like I know I'm going to be playing with saturation with this, and I'm going to be playing with contrast and EVs and things like that with this. The half-inch sensor on the X8SE is pretty good. Okay, it's not as crisp as the 1/1.3 on the Hubsan Mini, but the Hubsan Mini has a ton of horizon issues. It's really hard to get that thing level, but it does have a very comparable camera. Okay, it's just wobbly all the time. The DJI RC with the Mini3 is excellent, just excellent. It's a package of convenience. If you're CUI relatively new flyer, and maybe this is your second or third drone, your second drone, I always recommend people start with a Walmart drone and crash it, bang it, and throw it around and do whatever, and then get into something like this if you want that. I still find this awkward compared to the Mavic Mini. The Mavic Mini's front arms pull out, the back arms articulate up. The Mini3, the back arms fold in and out, the front arms flip up and down. I do not like that flipping up and down. These are both flip, flip, pull out, bottom, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. These are the only ones that have them twisting. So I don't know why they do that. But anyway, I've yapped long enough. Go back, look at the different sections, look at it all again. If you can get, honestly, if you can get it on a big screen, go for the big screen, and we'll see you in the next one, okay? The colors are just about at their peak, and we've got tons of rain, tons of wind, so maybe a lot of the leaves will get blown off in the next 3 or 4 days, but hopefully by this week's end, this coming weekend should be the best of the best, and I'll get out and get some really good shots. Okay, so hope this is helpful. Hope that tongue-tied. Hope this was helpful, and we'll see you on the next one. Get out there, get some fresh air. Bye now.